Hey guys, welcome back to Determined to Praise. So as you guys know, for this month, I just wanted to introduce myself, expose myself, share my life with you guys, my life, my family's life, my children's life, and just the thing that God has been doing for us. So today, like I promised you guys, I want to talk about my son Lamar, but I figured I'm also talking about my children. Now my stepdaughter isn't here, she's with her mom, so she won't be able to be in the video, but I will do more videos with her. Don't mind the TV. I hope it's not too loud, but it's the only way to keep quiet while I do this video. So, for those of you who do know my son Lamar, this is Lamar. He's 5. He just started kindergarten. My son has special needs. I had complications during my birth, so he was completely fine in the womb. But because my placenta erupted, he didn't have any oxygen to his brain when he was born, so therefore he has delays. But listen, it's just temporary because, since the doctors told us that, me and my husband have always believed there was going to be more for Lamar's life. I refused to believe what the doctor said. Did it get me down? Absolutely. There were moments where I was sad, where I doubted what God can do. But as I watch my son grow and watch his progress, it's been truly amazing. And I try to tell people all the time, I don't know what they think I do at home. Don't get me wrong, I do the best I can for my children. I do whatever Lamar needs, whatever Asa needs, whatever Janae needs to make sure that they don't have the best and brightest future that they can possibly have. So whatever therapies or medicines or whatever it is that the doctors, provide or suggest, I normally, do whatever the doctors say do. But my son loves watching TV, and that's literally what he does most of the time. So the fact that he's growing and he's learning and he's understanding things, I'm like, it's nothing but God. It's nothing that I'm doing. But of course, I'm always there for him. I do my best to make sure that he can have fun just like everybody else has fun, because it's not like Lamar doesn't understand. His mind is completely there, and his teachers, they all agree. The school that he's at is called Hollydale. I don't know if any of you guys ever heard of it, but it's a very, very, very great special needs school in Sewell, New Jersey. But I love it. They are all amazing. The teachers are amazing. The nurses are amazing. You can just really tell that they love what they do with the kids, and so they get the same experiences as other kids, maybe even more. They go ice skating, they go to the Please Touch Museum, you name it, the kids are doing it. So it's amazing, and I really love the school. But Lamar, he has really, really been doing amazing. The first 2 years of his life, he was sick all of the time. He got sick a lot. We were literally in the hospital at least once a month, sometimes twice a month, for at least a week, 5 days to a week we were in the hospital. He had a lot of different respiratory illnesses because he has something called prune belly syndrome, which is where he doesn't have belly muscles. He lacks belly muscles, so therefore you never really understand how important a certain muscle is until you don't have one. So, we use our bellies to cough, to push, to use the bathroom and things like that. So those are things that he struggled with. So because he couldn't cough and clear his lungs, he was always getting sick. But he's gotten stronger. He has a really good cough. So we haven't really had to be in the hospital. He's been doing great. He hasn't been hospitalized for about 3 years now. December of 2019 was the last time he was hospitalized. So he's been doing amazing. He's at school. He's using this thing called a gait trainer, which is pretty much like a walker. And he uses that to get up and walk around. And he's been doing so great with it in school. And we were able to get one through the insurance. So tomorrow morning I will be going to his school to go pick up his gait trainer to bring home, so that he'll have one for me to use at home. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to go to the park and just do different things so that he can interact with us, because like I said, Lamar understands. So he's aware when he's being left alone for too long, or when we're interacting with one kid and not him, or when he's just watching TV and he understands, why is nobody in this room with me? Or why can't I get up and play? He literally understands everything. So I always do my best, like I said, to make sure he can interact with the rest of us. But the boy is big. The boy is big. The boy is heavy. So mommy can only hold him but for so long before my back starts hurting. So I'm so happy we have the gait trainer, and that he can get up and he'll be able to walk around and he'll be able to engage and play and run. I really cannot wait. I was crying on the phone when I found out it was approved, because it's you pray for these moments, you pray for all these great things to happen, but then when you open your eyes and you get to see them for yourself, it's the greatest thing ever. It's the greatest feeling ever. And I'm just so grateful to God for all that he's doing for my children. Even Ossie, this little one here, she got such a bad attitude. I guess you can blame me. You can blame her father a little bit too. I'm over it at this point. But she's very smart. She's such a sweetheart. She's so good with Lamar, with helping out. She knows how to start his machine so he can eat. She knows how to turn on his nebulizer and turn off his nebulizer. And she'll start patting his chest when he's coughing. So she's a very great help. She's also a bully and likes to steal all my baby's toys. and she does it a lot. But she's been doing so great in school, just learning so fast, and she loves learning. She loves school. She loves playing with her friends. So she's been doing really great too. So I'm just grateful, to be able to say that my children are healthy, that they're smart, they're learning, they're progressing in life, because not everybody can say that. And I know even in Lamar's situation, there are children that goes through a lot worse than what Lamar has been through. So I'm always grateful, for what I have and for what God is doing in my life. And so even with my stepdaughter, me and her had a rocky start for a little bit because, me and her mother had complications. But things have been going really great with her. She's made such a big turnaround in life in general, not even just, with being a daughter, but just in life, because, children go through a lot. They go through a lot of trauma, a lot of different things, in school, being bullied, all types of things. But she's been doing really great. She loves praise dancing, so there are a few videos of her praise dancing. If you guys haven't seen it on the page yet, there are a few videos of her praise dancing, but she loves it. And I love that she's understanding to pray to God, and that he answers prayers, and that she just has to continue to seek his face. And so she be in here praying. Like one day she's like, can I pray before I go to sleep? I'm like, go ahead. But I could literally hear her praying in the other room. So for one, she had to be saying it quite loud. But I was very proud of her. She even asked if she could fast and consecrate. So I had her doing that too. But I was just very proud of her, because not every child cares about that. Not every child is worried about that. But I've been grateful to be able to be some type of example for her, to see what it's like to praise God and to praise dance and to spend time in his presence. So I've been really grateful that those are things that she's picked up on and things that she's decided to do. So she's been doing great. She did a really great job her 7th grade year. So she's going to 8th grade this upcoming year. She'll be at Lakeside, but she's been doing amazing herself. And so I'm just always trying to encourage her and let her know, she's beautiful just the way that she is, and she doesn't have to change anything about herself. And, because sometimes we just need that little bit of love and encouragement, because we don't always feel pretty. I mean, shoot, I don't always feel pretty. What happens in life. But I try to tell her she's going to have to love herself, because nobody's going to love her for her. I can tell her all day she's beautiful and she's loved, but until it's something she believes herself, it's going to be something she struggles with. But overall, she's been doing really great. But I've just been really grateful. I sit and I look at my life, and I'm like, I really don't have much to complain about. I have a roof over my head. My husband has a job. My children have clothes. My children are healthy. My children are growing. They're learning. They're progressing in life. So I'm just really, really grateful to God. I'm just so grateful, so grateful, because I know at one point it was worse. At one point we weren't really too sure how things were going to go with Lamar, but he's been doing amazing. He's just so smart, and he bad. Because let me tell y'all, it's just so funny, because people look at Lamar and they're like, yeah, special needs, but no, his brain literally, like, there's no exaggeration, his brain is there. The teachers always tell us, because he has an eye gaze device. It's not put up right now, but pretty much it's a tablet that he uses to talk. So you use it like a tablet, but he controls it with his eyes. So he's able to talk with it. So he looks at a word, and then the machine will say the word out loud. So he does really great with it in school. The teachers are always like, his responses are so accurate and appropriately, and he does it so frequently. There's no way it's a coincidence. He literally understands everything that's going on. He gets all the questions right, all the answers right, when they're going over stories or what the weather is or what the day of the week is. You're like, he's so smart. And his nurse today, he's watching Elmo right now. This is the only show. Well, I'm lying. It's another show that they both like watching. But Elmo was the only show that they'll both sit down and watch. And the other show is, what's the other show, Chris?
Cocomelon.
No, it's not Cocomelon. It's something else.
Sesame Street.
That's what Elmo is.
Oh, I know you said that.
But I can't think of another show. But there's only 2 shows that they will both sit down and watch together. Other than that, they fight over the TV. So they are a hot mess. But he's been doing really good with his eye gaze, with answering questions. They said that there was a new kid in his class the other day, and he was asking the little boy on the eye gaze, do you want to play? Do you want to play? So that literally made my day. I was in here wiping tears, telling my grandma all about it. I just was excited. I love seeing him, for one, prove the doctors wrong. Because I remember having him, and I remember the doctors, and I understand that they have to be truthful, but literally, they gave us no hope. The doctors gave us no hope. Like, he's going to be a vegetable. He won't do much. He's going to need permanent, long-term care, is what they're saying. Nobody had given us any hope that things could turn around or get better. Everybody made it seem like this is just it. And so we were in church at the time, and I thank God for that, because our church family was so great, and they gave us so much strength and encouragement. And I'm going to believe until the day I die, there's going to be more for him, that, he will live a full life, that he will walk and talk, and that he will take food by mouth because he was G2 right now, so he doesn't take anything by mouth. But he will take things by mouth. He will talk. You know, he will be married, and he will give me grandbabies. Like, he's going to live a great life, and I believe that with my whole heart, and I'm going to always believe that with my whole heart. But God has also proven it to me. He has shown me in so many ways, like, there's more for him. You know, he's always there, always like, he's one of the smartest ones in the classroom, and, you know, he's doing this and he's doing that. I mean, even his occupational therapist and his physical therapist have told me that they create goals for them at the beginning of the school year. And I think they change them every 6 months. But both of them have said he's exceeded the goals that they've created for him. We gotta do something harder. We gotta think of things that are harder for him to do because he's achieving all the goals. So just to hear that, I'm just literally so grateful. You know, I look at him and I'm just so proud that he's such a fighter, that he doesn't give up. That even though his body is going against him, he's like, no, we're going to get up and walk, even though my legs don't want to move. Like, I'm going to get up and move my arms, even though my arms are acting like they can't do what I'm telling them to do. He doesn't just sit here in his situation and go, this is what it is, my body's fighting me. He's fighting against his body, like, sir, listen to me, this is what we're going to do, you know, and this is what's happening. And so I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so proud. You know, I'm honored to be their mother and to be here and to pour into them and to watch them grow and become beautiful human beings. Like, I'm just so grateful. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to, you know, introduce you guys to my children, to my little baby. Like I said, my stepdaughter isn't here, but I will have her. I'm in another video. Maybe I'll post a couple pictures of her, and I will also post some pictures of them as well. But I just really want to give you guys insight on my life. I know I get on here and I post videos, but I really want to make this stuff as honest as possible, you know, with my life. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how I look when I'm on this camera, life is life, and life be life sometimes, and we be ready to quit and give up. You know, even being Lamar's mother, there are days where I just don't have the energy. You know, I'm just tired. I'm like, because for one, he's heavy, and I have stairs, so I have to carry him up and down the stairs every day to take him outside, you know, to get on his bus. And that ain't fun. So some days I'm like, Lord, like, sir, you need to use these legs. I need this house, this one-story house. So, you know, I have my moments where I'm overwhelmed and where I'm doubting what's going on or what's going to happen. But, you know, I try to always just look and go, okay, we're just one step closer to where we're going. Regardless of how bad the situation is or how it looks, just know that each day you get up, we're one step closer to our goal. We're one step closer to achieving that victory. You know, you don't get nowhere unless you keep taking steps and you keep fighting forward. So I know that it's rough, and I know that it's tiring, and I know some days we just don't have it in us. You know, as parents, as moms, we just don't have it in us. But we got to get up and do what we got to do for our babies, right? So I just wanted to, you know, expose my life, share my life with you guys, and share my family with you guys. And so next week, I'm going to be talking about my husband. Me and my husband are going to be on here next week to talk about our relationship, our marriage, you know, the things that we've been through as a couple. So I'm excited for that too, because, you know, we got a lot of tea to spill. But, you know, like I said, I just wanted to share my life. I really want you guys to be involved in my life, in this journey with Christ. I try to make it, like I said, as honest and as transparent as possible, because I can't help you guys or give you guys any hope or encouragement if I'm not being honest about my walk, if I'm not being truthful about my problems in life and what I'm going through, you know what I mean? So I just want to be truthful with you guys. So, you know, here are my babies, my loves, you know. And I know I probably said in another video, but I did lose 2 babies prior to having Lamar. You know, the first one was miscarriage back in 2012. The second one was a stillbirth. I was 27 weeks, and that was in 2017, so a year before I had him. And it was rough, but, you know, I was always told that God would give me double for my trouble, and he did. And I remember losing CJ and feeling so devastated, like I'm never going to have another perfect baby like that. And I look at them and I'm like, they're just so perfect, you know. We lose things, you know, God takes things away. We lose things and we feel like all hope is gone, like we're never going to have anything as great as that thing was. But God never takes away. And he always, okay, whenever God takes something away, he gives you something better. You never lose something and gain less. You always gain more. And so I hope that's encouragement for somebody. Maybe you're waiting for children, or maybe you lost something else that's important to you and you feel like you'll never get that thing back. But God always gives you bigger when he takes something away. And so, how much time is left, Chris? I have 3 minutes left. So, that's pretty much it. You know, sharing my children, sharing my life. If you guys have anything else you would like me to share or talk about, you know, in my life, please comment below, because like I said, I just want to do my best to be honest. It is what it is. My life is what my life is. I always am honest with God and my prayers and things like that about things that I need help on. And as I always mention, it's always my attitude, my anger. I get stressed out. I get overwhelmed. I get angry. And it's not cute at all. It's not. It's actually very embarrassing for me. So that's something I'm always asking God to help me to work on. My attitude when I get mean, because I be here going off. I be going 0 to 100 real quick, and I'll turn into Baby Hulk, and it's not cute. But as I said, for this month, expose my life, share my life with you guys. Next week, I'm going to be talking about my husband. Me and him are going to be on together. So I pray that you guys enjoyed this video, that you guys enjoyed meeting my babies. They're not paying no attention because they're watching TV. But I pray that you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, even if you have questions about Lamar, please feel free to comment below. So I pray that you guys have a great day. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe, and have a great week. Bye.